Archie and Lilibet now have royal titles, but let me explain why this is not a win for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef The Alter Nerd, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the news and pop culture stories of the day that's pretty much caught my eye. And oh my goodness, yes, breaking news from earlier on. Lilibet and Archie are now henceforth to be known as Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. Yes, you can imagine all the way in Montecito, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry doing their happy dance and celebrating. However, this isn't actually a win for them, and I'm going to explain why in a moment. Before I do so, though, a little bit of housekeeping. Firstly, YouTube human reviewer, I see you lurking. I'm not going to say any trigger words or anything that's going to offend your ear holes. And to everyone else awesome enough to have clicked on this video, hi, welcome, how are you doing? If you love this kind of news and pop culture on the daily, served with a little bit of sass and gobbiness, which is basically this, right? Do make sure you click on that subscribe button, help us get to 100k, like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories and whatevers. Also as well, for your consideration, you can always send me a super thanks, which is just below this video right here. It does guarantee a response from me. And oh yeah, let's jump into this one, shall we? So let's start off with the official news. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's children will officially be referred to as Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. It has now been confirmed. The confirmation comes after Princess Lilibet was christened Princess Lilibet Diana at a ceremony in California last week on the 3rd of March. The spokesperson for the two said, I can confirm that Princess Lilibet Diana was christened on Friday, 3rd of March by the Archbishop of Los Angeles, the Reverend John Taylor. They said this to The Mirror. The Independent has contacted representatives of the couple for comment. No comment so far. It is understood the King was aware beforehand, so King Charles, that the Sussex intended to refer to their daughter as Princess Lily, and that there had been correspondence about the matter. So it seems like behind the scenes there was a little bit of back and forth that, you know, Princess Lilibet was going to be addressed as that publicly following the announcement of her christening. The development follows, of course, the row over titles that erupted when they both stepped back from royal duties in 2020 and stopped using their Her Royal Highness or His Royal Highness styles and titles. So yeah, there's been an absolute row when it comes to titles. And I'm going to explain in a few moments why Lilibet and Archie now being called Princess Lilibet and Prince Archie is not actually a win for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. And I'll explain why in a moment. However, originally, Lilibet and Archie, as they were at the time, were not given Her Royal Highness or His Royal Highness titles at birth due to their position in the line of succession. At the time of both of their births, they were the great-grandchildren of Queen Elizabeth II. Now, guys, this is what I'm going to get onto now and explain. There has been, as I've just mentioned, this row between Prince Harry and Meghan Markle and the royal family surrounding royal titles. Who is called what? When they can use the titles? All that malarkey, right? You might think right now that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are dancing, are gleeful, that they won in this respect, that their children are now titled Prince and Princess, His and Her Royal Highnesses, right? And that they're celebrating all over Montecito and beyond. But, Meghan, Prince Harry, you might want to hold off on those celebrations because it's not really a win. Now, let me explain why. It all goes back to 1917. Yes, let's travel back in time when King George V was ruling England and the rest of the UK. He had issued a letters patent, which in other words was like a ruling. He issued a ruling across the land, okay? That's pretty much how to kind of think of what a letters patent is, okay? Now, this was limited and it redefined royal titles. It limited the size of the royal family as a result. Now, this letters patent, so this ruling from King George V, was published in the London Gazette back on the 14th of December 1917. And it states, Whitehall, 11th December 1917. The King has been pleased by letters patent under the Great Seal of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, bearing the date the 30th ultimo, to define the styles and titles to be borne henceforth by members of the royal family. It is declared by the letters patent that the children of any sovereign of the United Kingdom and the children of the sons of any such sovereign and the eldest living son of the eldest son of the Prince of Wales shall have and at all times hold and enjoy the style, title, or attribute of Royal Highness with their titular or titular dignity, however you want to pronounce that, of Prince or Princess, prefixed to their respective Christian names or with their other titles of honour, that save as aforesaid the titles of Royal Highness, Highness, or Serene Highness, and the titular dignity of Prince and Princess, shall cease except those titles already granted and remaining unrevoked, and that the grandchildren of the sons of any such sovereign in the direct male line, save only the eldest living son of the eldest son of the Prince of Wales, shall have the style and title enjoyed by the children of dukes. Now, back in 1917, they definitely did like to be a bit wordy, right? Based on reading out that letters patent from King George the Fifth. However, what does that all mean? Like, what the deuce is King George V actually saying? Well, Royal Musings blogspot.com really breaks this down, okay? So it's essentially limiting the title Prince or Princess of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, now Northern Ireland, to children of the sovereign, the grandchildren of the sovereign in the male line, and the eldest son of the Prince of Wales, the heir apparent. Okay, so what does that all mean? So that means that any children of the now King Charles, okay, when they have children, they are now called Prince and Princess, okay? Now, the reason why originally Lilibet and Archie were not styled as Prince and Princess was because at the time of their birth, Queen Elizabeth II was in rule and they were her great-grandchildren, and the letters patent excludes great-grandchildren of the sovereign from having Prince and Princess titles. However, when King Charles assumed the throne after the death of the late Queen Elizabeth II, Lilibet and Archie then turned into the grandchildren of the sovereign, the grandchildren of the king. Based on the letters patent from King George V back in 1917, they then automatically assume the roles of Prince and Princess. Okay? So this is why Meghan Markle and Prince Harry might be dancing around Montecito right now saying, we won, we won, we won, after this big major royal row between them and the royal family in terms of titles, who gets called what, when they can use these titles. But actually, guys, it's not a win. It's not a win. It's now Lilibet and Archie are Princess Lilibet and Prince Archie because, quite simply, they are now grandchildren of the sovereign, grandchildren of the king. So it is their automatic right to be called His Royal Highness, Her Royal Highness, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet. That's it. That is it. So they can't spin it saying, oh, we fought the royal family on this and we won, because there's no fighting to be had over their titles. They are the grandchildren of King Charles. Therefore, based on the letters patent from King George V in 1917, they automatically now assume the titles of Prince and Princess, His and Her Royal Highness. It is as simple as that, guys. So, if you see anywhere on Twitter, okay, the Sussex squad being like, yes, this is a win for our Hazard and our Megsy, just remind them, give them a little bit of a history lesson on that one, because I think they might need it. With that being said, enough with my gob. It's now time for your gobs. If you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, oh, there's gonna be more. Do make sure you subscribe to join our Alter Nerd tribe. Help us get to 100k so we can get that silver play button right there. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories and whatevers. Also, as well, for your consideration, you can always send me a super thanks, which is just below this video right here. It does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters!